What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. Today, we are jumping into our first reaction of the new year. I hope everyone did have a good new year and has had a good New Year's Day as well. It is currently Sunday, and this one has just landed from Harmonize. Serious love. I know there are a lot of Harmonize fans on the channel. So yeah, we're definitely going to jump into this one right about now and explore it. It's literally just premiered over on his channel, so do go and check out the full video if you would like. Alongside that as well, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We are now getting very close to hitting 18,000 subscribers. We can definitely do that in the next few days with your help, so please do get involved. Right then, people, without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Harmonize, back in business. Let's go. Nice guitars. Woo. Okay. So right from the off, very atmospheric, this one. So directed by Ivan. The thumbnail for the video looks quite raunchy, shall we say. So we'll see how this one ends up. Especially with a name called Serious Love. I'm assuming Harmonize is going to have some fun with this one. But yeah, instrumental sounding crazy. Loving the kind of drifting saxophones, giving it that really kind of, I suppose, romantic kind of feel. Again, you've got these really nice kind of wind chime effects as well, giving the whole thing a really nice sense of depth and atmosphere. Really liking where this one's going so far. Let's see where we end up. Okay. So serious. I wanna talk about the love. Serious love. So serious. Very R&B influence.
Since I met you, I started to text you. Now I finally date you. I said nobody know we can go this far.
Harmonize coming with the clean vocals, baby. Very, very clean. Again, the sort of general topic of this is like kind of, from what I can understand, it's kind of going into it being like, look, I'm not looking for something super, super serious. You're talking about stuff that's super serious. Maybe it'll change as it goes forward, but that seems to be the sort of topic. I may have completely misinterpreted it, as always. Please do let me know in the comments down below if I have done. But yeah, this is sounding good, man. Harmonize coming with a very R&B influenced vocal style. Very clean, very wide, and using a lot of those kind of typical R&B melodies going up and down the frequency scale. Very, very clean so far. Again, the video, I like the way it's shot. I love this kind of smoky feel that's going on. It looks really good. It sounds really good as well.
We do what we want, yes, we shoot for the star.
Tell them.
Sunshine, my moonlight. I'm your daddy in the dark night. I don't wanna lose you. Yeah. Loving and abuse you.
Okay.
Sure you do me, you.
I don't know if it's just me, you know, and I don't like making kind of sweeping comparisons. I really try to steer away from that, but there are definitely kind of elements of Wiz on this. Just in the sort of way he's using that auto-tune over the top of his voice, you can definitely hear similarities. I'm not saying he's kind of taken that sort of style or kind of copied it or anything like that, but you can definitely hear similarities in the way he's fluctuating his voice within the kind of auto-tune on this one. It sounds sick, though, and it's one of the parts of Wiz's game that I really enjoy. This sounds good. He sounds super, super smooth. I'm loving the kind of casual, laid-back delivery on this one as well. It's not all about the kind of impact. It's more about kind of sweeping yourself through the tune, and it definitely does give off that kind of more laid-back, again, very R&B influence vibe all the way through. Sounding great so far.
Do you love me? Oh, goddamn.
Okay, we're getting into whispers. Very R&B. This bridge is cool. It's done it a couple of times, you know. This kind of breakdown with the instrumental, kind of throwing this low-pass filter onto the instrumental, so you just get the kind of low end. All the high-ended instrumentation just kind of blurs out a little bit. The frequencies basically get wiped off the board, and then it phases in and out. It's quite a popular thing that DJs do a lot of the time, doing that sort of low-pass transition, so you end up basically just going... That's what tends to happen in a lot of DJ sets, but again, he's using it quite interesting here. I wouldn't have necessarily expected to hear that sort of transition, but it definitely adds a different level of kind of tempo to the tune. It gives the whole thing more of a kind of transitional feel, and yeah, it's interesting. It's something a little bit different as well, and I have no issue with people trying things that are a little bit outside the box.
Everything you ever need is I go do it.
Can definitely hear that.
1 time, 2 time, 3 time, I go repeat it.
Clean vocals. This video is raunchy as hell. You see, that was the thumbnail that I saw when the video was loading up, when the premiere was about to go live, and I was like, okay, we might be in for a bit of madness. So far, it hasn't been super, super mad, but it is very, very crazy. Regardless, we're all adults, we're all grown. I think we're all grown anyway. I don't think there's an 18+ limit on this channel, but possibly, who knows. But yeah, again, Harmonize vocals sounding clean, bro. Super, super clean. Again, that really kind of ascending sort of melody that he's able to hit very, very cleanly. It works so nicely with the autotune. The electronic sort of sound isn't too over the top. Very, very nice.
Even on a floor, baby, open the door. I'm coming in.
Again, more of those kind of wind chimes in the background again.
Let me feel your skin. Yeah, I'm coming in. I said nobody know we can go this far. Do what we want, yes, we
like,
should, but it's...
We've listened to a fair bit of Harmonize on the channel. For me, out of the tracks we've listened to so far, now bear in mind that is moderately limited, but from the tracks we've listened to here on the channel and we've done reactions to, this is definitely sounding like the most R&B influenced. Again, those wind chimes, they're such a kind of typical thing of sort of 2000 to 2006 R&B, the sorts of when you had sort of Neo in his prime, like Mario, Usher, people like that. All of them doing this kind of very sort of Loverboy sort of R&B. Obviously, this takes it to a different level, especially when we take into account what's going on with the video. But there's definitely elements of that, definitely in the melody with those guitars and obviously those wind chimes over the top as well, and Harmonize's vocal melodies as well. Definitely borrowing some themes from that early sort of R&B sound. This sounds great though, man. Again, this is definitely one that I think I'll play on radio.
I don't wanna lose you, yeah. Loving and abuse you, yeah. Sure you do me juju, yeah. Know your body do that voodoo, yeah.
I love those little barks in the background as well.
So serious, I wanna talk about the love.
I've only just noticed them. Have they been there the entire time? Those little barks on the halftime, just giving it an extra level of kind of syncopation within the rhythm. Those little woo, woo, woo. They're just like randomly popping up. I've only just noticed them in the mixdown, but again, they're just adding something a little bit different. I like the fact that there's a few different kind of techniques that have been tried on this. Again, heavily borrowing a lot of kind of R&B influences and R&B kind of harmonic structures. But again, there's different elements. That sort of that filter we've heard a couple of times, kind of taking all the high end out of the tune. Again, Harmonize very much utilizing those electronic vocals as well, but with the sort of typical R&B melodies. And obviously, this isn't an R&B tune. It's very much in Harmonize's own style. But it's there's definitely a lot of different elements in there. Obviously, you've got the sort of more stripped back Afrobeat elements in there to an extent, but they're not as prominent as you would normally hear. Again, we've heard those saxophones right at the beginning, but they haven't reappeared that much. If they have, they've been very, very subtle in the background. And it's crazy. It's a very nice blend of styles, I feel.
So see. The mix killer.
I like that tag.
Oh, goddamn.
So much whispering, man. Like, that's such a, I mean, even that's such a, like, typical R&B-esque shot. It's kind of done. But even the whispering, the way that the tune's been arranged, those whispers are very, very prominent, kind of panning from ear to ear. They're a very kind of typical element of that early sort of 2000, 2006 R&B sound, which is a sound that I gravitate towards heavily. We had a New Year's party the other day, and obviously that was not, I don't know if you saw my Instagram feed, but that was 90s theme. So everyone went as 90s, like, sort of themed characters, and I was like, if only this was 2000s. If only this was the noughties, I'd be on music like nobody. But yeah, it sounded good, man. Well, let's finish off and then give our final breakdown. Weird outro. A little bit of a weird outro. Yeah, a little bit weird on the sonic side, just kind of randomly fading it out. I don't know, you could have probably done like a nice longer reverb maybe, but that's probably just me being picky and being a bit of a producer snob. But overall, I definitely really enjoyed this one, man. It's good to see Harmonize back releasing music again. Very, very consistent over the last year or so, and this definitely adds to that tally, a wicked way to kickstart the year. Again, very much looking forward to seeing what he brings out this year. He's had a wicked last 12 months or so, and I'm looking forward to reacting to more from him. Really like this one. I love the arrangement. I love the fact that we're trying different things, but still borrowing heavily from that sort of early R&B sound. Big fan of this one overall. So if you did enjoy this technical analysis and musical breakdown, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on at the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. I hope you enjoy your Sunday, and we'll catch you soon. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Baddest sound in a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.